Good morning, guys. Well, today's video is going to be a tad bit different than normal. And, like normally I'm running around the homestead, getting things done. The house and the shop, and I'm in the shop right now. This is my little sort of craft corner that hopefully soon will not be in the shop, but on the side of the shop or behind it. But for now, here we are. And so today's video is actually going to just be about crafting. And the reason for that is, before everybody clicks out of here, I'm getting a lot of questions about the things that I make. Since I've been showing things that I make, so wreaths and things like that, I've had a few questions here and there. But lately, since I started showing all of the signs and everything over here that I've been making, I've had a lot of inquiries from people on my page and channel about what I do, how I do it, and demonstration. I have always been a crafter, always, since I was very young. It's something that I've always enjoyed. It's kind of a decompressor for me. It's just fun. I've always loved it. Decorating, all of that stuff is just right up my alley. So it's something that comes naturally to me and that I enjoy. So I try to include it. So it kind of, for me, almost goes hand in hand with homesteading, because even how we design the homestead, I have a lot of input in that. And it's not saying anything towards Matt, but he would just throw things wherever he finds a spot. I'm a little more picky with that. I don't want a homestead that is messy, or, although, yeah, don't pay attention to this right now. I'm still in the process. I have lots of shelves over here that have to go up. But I don't like messy, I don't like clutter, and that even extends to the homestead. I want my fences where I want them, I want the barn where I want it, I want everything in a good place, because I know that's not moving once that's, like the barn, once it's built, it's staying right where it is, so it needs to be in the proper spot. The same goes for my house, the same goes for everything, really. Those are like main principles in my life. I am very much a decorator and a crafter, and it just sort of permeates all different parts of my life. Anyway, to get to the point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in a separate playlist on the channel. That way, if somebody wants to go and see just the crafts, they can go straight to that playlist and they can see just the crafts. It is going to be Country View Homestead Creations. I do have a Facebook page group called Country View Creations, but I am changing that to Country View Homestead Creations, because the homestead part is now our main business name, Country View Homestead. So this is just sort of an extension of that. So this is the creations part. And so that will be under its own playlist, and there is a Facebook group for it. I have been asked a lot, more recently than ever, about the crafting and what I do and how it's done, and how I get it to look the way it does. I like things that look primitive. I like things that look aged. I have, a few things in my house that are, say, from like Hobby Lobby or something, like a sign or something. I have one on my bathroom door, actually. But I don't typically buy things from the store like that. I actually prefer to get things like, say, from a flea market or an antique store, stuff that's actually old. Like I know like that sounds weird coming from somebody who makes things look old, but some people prefer that versus an antique. I prefer an antique. So because of that reason, it shows through in my work. I basically antique everything. There's not a whole lot, unless I get a special request, there's not a whole lot that I don't antique. I'm not a shiny, glittery person. Doesn't mean I don't like it. If I see something, I'll say, oh, that's pretty or whatever. But it's not something I'm gonna bring home. I just don't like shiny, glittery things. Just new. I don't like new things. I know that probably sounds so strange, right? I just don't like new. And if it's new, I want it to look old. It can be brand spanking new, but I would like it to look old. I'm not a modern person. Okay, do we understand that? Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, anyway, I'm getting off track here. I'm gonna get started today. I have a whole lot of stuff to make, guys. A whole lot of stuff. And one thing I'm obsessed with, which I have been for quite some time, are cutting boards and rolling pins. I think a lot of people actually do the rolling pin thing and maybe even the cutting board thing. I don't know. But like old ones. So grandma's cutting boards and whatever. So anyway, they've started making these little guys. So actually, I don't remember where I got these. They sell them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. They're all over the place. I think they even have some of these at Walmart. Bigger ones maybe. But anyway, I have a few of these, as you can see my little pile over here. So I'm going to make all these today, and this. They're going to be obviously multiple videos because it's multiple crafts. So I will be uploading these as I get them made. And again, I'm doing this in a quick manner because I have to finish filling the shop for when we open. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so I don't have one of those tripod thingies yet that kind of can do an overhead shot of what I'm doing, so we're going to have to do it this way until I get one. So the first thing I'm going to do is just paint this. This is just a solid wood that I'm going to paint, and I think my first stencil I'm going to use is the Home Sweet Home. I mean, obviously I've used it a million times, but so we'll do, I don't know, I'm trying to add a little bit of color. You can hear the rooster in the background. He's so noisy. Let's do, I don't know. I don't do much gray and white because everything is gray and white right now. But let's do one, right? We'll make this one simple. So this is Waverly chalk paint that I just got all over myself. And this stuff sticks to everything, so I love it. Just gonna put an even coat. This only needs one coat on here. And because the chalk paint is, I mean, I guess because it's thicker, or this is just a solid piece of untreated wood. Sorry, thought I heard somebody. It really only needs one coat. Plus, again, that goes back to the distressing. I'm going to distress it anyway, so there's no need to put a million coats on here when I'm just going to be taking it off. I'm into, obviously, farmhouse, but the difference is, like, I'm into, like, actual farmhouse, not, like, modern farmhouse. Even though that's nice with, all the black and white and the gray and white and all that stuff. It's not my jam. I prefer, like I said, antique. I prefer dark colors. I actually really like earth tones. Any kind of earth tones. Dark red is like my favorite color. So I have that like spotted around my house. Everywhere. In like every room. I will be doing a house tour, by the way, guys. I have had a couple requests for that because if you've been following us, you know we just moved and we are now in Maine. And we downsized to like half the space. But I tell you what, I love it. I love our house. On the outside, it I mean, the way that it was built, it kind of a mishmash. So it's basically two buildings that were put together, and but on the inside, it looks like a log cabin. There's wood everywhere. It's on the ceilings, the floors, the walls. It's everywhere. I'm gonna break a little bit of that up because I'm gonna put a backsplash in the kitchen and that kind of thing. But otherwise, I adore it. It is cozy. It is just sweet. I love it. The kids love it too. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and dry this. Chalk paint dries fast anyway, but this just makes it go a little quicker for video purposes. That's just a regular blow dryer. I want to get one of them smaller heat gun deals. I think they draw less power. Alright, that's dry. So what I'm going to do is actually sand it now. I'm going to sand this a little smoother, but also get some of the distressing in. It's just I put sandpaper around a sanding block. The sanding block has kind of seen better days. I mean, I don't know if it'll work, but yeah, it's not. I need a new one. But anyway, putting sandpaper around the block works. Alright, you can just take a paper towel, wipe it off, get the dust off. I dampen mine a little bit so that it gets the dust off. Otherwise, it's kind of just flying around. But you can kind of see the distressed areas in the corners and stuff. It's light, it's not crazy, but it's enough. So now, what I'm going to do is we're going to do the white stencil. So these are one of those transfers. They're not Chalk Couture. I'm wondering if Chalk Couture would be better. These ones are okay. These are from Amazon, and not all of them are okay. These particular ones are okay. They're working. There was one, a buffalo check. I got it on Amazon, but I don't remember what company it was or anything. It was horrible. Horrible. I had to throw it out. Alright, so just kind of line it up where you want it here. After you do this, you can do like embellishments, you can do flowers, you can do a bow, you can do all kinds of stuff on this. I'm just kind of wrapping it around to see if I have it at least a little centered. I think it is. But I'm only going to use the words. Home Sweet Home. I'm not going to use any of this. See, it doesn't fit. So I'm only using the words. Now, something that has plagued me since I started using stencils, regular stencils, years ago. This is a mesh screen. So I can use a squeegee for this. See the squeegees? They're just like little rubber things. Which I will. When it comes to regular stencils, I love stencils. But regular stencils are hard to use. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I have a ton of stencils, and I will still use my regular stencils. I'm just happily trying new stuff to see how it works. Also, this is Waverly in white. So you just kind of scrape over it. Definitely easier than a traditional stencil. That I will say. But it doesn't always not do the leaking, the bleeding underneath. Sometimes it still bleeds. So, we'll see what we got. That looks good. So, you have to wash these and get the paint out of the screen. So I'm not worried about this other stuff. It's just in the screen that's in there that you got to get that paint out. So I'll just put it back on here for now, the paper it comes on, and I'll bring it in the house later and do it. Wash it. Let's clean off my squeegee. Looks pretty good, guys. Look at that. Home sweet home. Comes out nice. I have debated on whether or not I should try chocolate couture. Can be fairly expensive. So, I'm still debating. I have a drawer absolutely packed with traditional stencils, and I love them. I love them. I have beautiful Christmas ones and just different holidays, Halloween. So I definitely use those every year. But these are pretty easy, and it comes out pretty crisp. Some of these, like you can see, they automatically have distressing in them. So when you do it, it automatically distresses. It's not something you have to do. But I love it. So now the question comes, what do I put here? Because obviously that needs something. So I'm not sure. I don't know. Do I put a bow? A little bow? Do I have... Oh, I might have little embellishments I can put there. Actually, I think I do. Like little wood ones. So this says Home Sweet Home. It said, the best memories are made gathered around the table. But I wonder if I could string with beads and hang this off of it. But that won't fit on there. So, memories are made, gathered. I mean, I could switch it around. See, this is my process. I'm just gonna go through and like question everything. But I love it. And this is, again, a typical gray and white look that everybody's got right now. Except me. It's still beautiful. It's very pretty. I don't know. I feel like that might be a cute idea with the tag. What do you guys think? I have some beads up here with, well, you can't see them. With I have lots of twine, but so that's some pretty beads. What to do, what to do. I found them. So these I got, there's 3 different styles. So maybe we could try one. I like this one. That's cute. I don't know. You guys like that? Can paint it. And then put the twine with the beads and the little tag. I don't know. I'm kind of liking it. Maybe I'll reverse the tag and I'll do white base and gray words. Maybe. Sometimes I go through my stuff and I'm like, ooh, I forgot I had that. Let me use it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and paint this now. I'll do the white background this time. And the gray words. Alright, so I'm going to use the ones that say, it says the best memories are made gathered around the table. So it's this little guy here. And I am going to have to sort of position it differently because it's too big to fit on the tag the way it is. So I'm just going to position this as straight as I can get it. Eyeball it. Best memories are made. So, you know, I have this actually for small things. It's this little teeny squeegee pen thingy. Works really good. Hopefully this shows up well. Yep. Best memories are made. I'm going to dry that and then finish it.